Hi, today we are making Italian lasagna. Now, I am like 1/4 to 1/2 Italian. I'm an Italian background family. What I'm doing is, I'm putting a little sauce on the bottom of the pan so my lasagna noodles doesn't stick to the bottom. It has a habit of doing. A little bit more up. There we go. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot. Let's spread out a bit for the painting. Before I get all this stuff out. My grandmother on my father's side was pure Italian, okay? And she loved to cook Italian food for us every Sunday night when we went over there. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to flavor my meat sauce because the meat sauce is going to go on the bottom, on top of the lasagna noodles. I'm going to use a little garlic, a little salt, a little pepper, and a little oregano. Italians love oregano. I don't know why, but they love it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tomato sauce in it, mix it up. Probably going to need a little bit more tomato sauce, the way it looks. Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. You don't need a lot, because the tomato sauce is all going to drain in anyway. I'm going to mix it up. Ah, pure Italian. And that's my heritage. I am like 1/4 Italian, or 1/2. I'm not even sure anymore. Just goes on and on and on. Now what I'm going to do is put a little bit more garlic in. For some reason, Italians love garlic. Salt and pepper. A little bit more oregano. There we go. Now, for the cheese sauce, I'm going to mix this up. Get some of this off. And put some mozzarella in here. Oh, in the good old days, we used to have mozzarella cheese that came, but we had to break it up and literally grate it up ourselves. It was really a rough job for us. Oh, here we go. This is mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to mix it up with the cheese sauce. I use a knife; it's a lot easier. Okay, and I'm going to put some garlic in the cheese sauce. Almost out of garlic. A little salt. And if I had parsley flakes, sometimes I have and sometimes I don't. You could also use parsley flakes in this. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is, this is really hot stuff. I'm going to put the lasagna noodles into the dish. On top of the tomato sauce. There we go. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh. I gotta get used to hot stuff. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, I'm going to put the meat sauce on this layer of lasagna noodles. Here we go. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, the smell, I'm getting hungry just looking at it. Now this is the bottom part of it. There you go. Now what I'm going to put on the next layer is going to be the next layer of lasagna noodles. Go. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh. Come on, baby. Separate. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put one more noodle here. Now, the next thing is the cheese sauce. It's a little hard to spread it out, okay? Put it on each. Oh, there. There we go. Sometimes that meat sauce gets mixed in with it. There's nothing much we can do about that. There we go. Just spread it on each noodle. And what happens is, in the oven, it's going to melt anyway. Looks kind of messy. And that's what the cheese sauce does. It always looks a little messy and yucky, but oh, when it's done, it's going to be really good. Here we go. A little bit more. It's very hard to get it spread, the cheese sauce. I don't know why, it's just so difficult. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the noodles, one more layer of noodles on top of the cheese sauce. Oh, this is so hot. My fingers should be used to this already, cooking all the time. So hot, but it's going to taste so yummy. Ouch. There we go. Now, the finishing touch is tomato sauce. Sometimes you don't have enough, so what you have to do is you have to try to spread it out a little bit. You don't need tons on the top because there's so much inside. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, is there any more left in here? Oh yes. Yeah, found a little bit left, see? What I'm going to do is the finishing touch is mozzarella cheese. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, it's going to be so good when this is done. Okay. Remove this. Okay. So you guys can see this before it's done. Now what I need to do, and all of you should remember this, is the aluminum foil. I always forget that. The reason you put aluminum foil on top of it is to prevent it from spitting getting all over the oven. Now this is going to go into the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes until it's completely melted. 30 to 35 minutes. And here it is. Delicious Italian lasagna with delicious Texas toast. You can also make it with Italian, you can also use Italian bread, but I prefer Texas toast. Debra Wade's Home Country Kitchen. Have a good night.